What's up YouTube, Car221 here, and welcome to another Common of Heroes 2 replay. And we're going to be doing a 2 vs 2 on the Oka River winter map. Now I personally hate this map. At least I do not think it should be used in 2v2s at all. It's completely a 3-player map. There's 3 victory points, there's one guy that has to be on this river over here, and I just hate this map. Anyway, let's go to we're going to be using the Russians in this game. I don't want to give too much of German gameplay. I know it's been kind of the trend. It seems like I'm trying to get gameplay from both. So normally I go with the conscript start, but you know, I'm feeling a little confident. So I'm going to go immediately build a support. I want to get some MGs up first to counter any German MGs. Now, to get to this victory point, it seems like it's much longer for me to get there than him. Because, I mean, it doesn't seem very long for him to get to the victory point, while it seems like it's quite a distance away. So if I were them, I'd put, like, the victory point around here. Make it more fair. Anyway, this video is going to be, the actual raw gameplay is an hour long, but I'm not going to make you guys sit through an hour. I think that's ridiculous. I'm going to go over some highlights and key tactics. So as the Soviets, you generally want to push and take as much territory in the opening steps as you can. As you can see, Ninja Goat is doing that already with a Pioneer squad. I'm sorry, too much German play. A Combat Engineer squad and a Conscript squad. So you can see the Germans already rushing with their Pioneers and an MG. This is Panzerschreck, which was the it's a German version of a bazooka in World War II. Panzerfaust was the rocket, you know, the shoot once and then never use again rocket. As you can see, I've already got some of these. We're having opening engagements right now. I'm taking on these Pioneers. Now, if he was really smart, he would have gone into the house. But I saw him running for the house, so I'm immediately just jumping in. Germans can get in buildings faster. But he decided to retreat right past. I'm trying to get some barbed wire to kind of really limit the approaches my opponents can make on this area. No, occupy this house. I do want to get an MG in there. As you can see, my MG is coming in. Anyway, this whole side's fallen pretty much. They don't really have a lot. They're kind of pushing up slowly, and as you can see, he's taking a lot of territory. Anyway, the opening stages are a little boring, I think. But with the fog of war, I can't really see, so they're like out of our fog of war vision. And I'll tell you this, that my guys cannot take these grenadiers on one-on-one. So they killed 2 of them before they get into the building. And I also tried pushing on my MG, but it got pinned. He's in heavy cover. Very good use of the MG to block off this area, because I'd have to flank all the way around here to get it, so that's a good use of the MG there. Not looking too good for me. I'm starting to capture some of these points. Anyway, the cutoff point for us is here to cut off the resources on this side of the map. And their cutoff point is right here. As you can see, Goat's already doing that. So even if they had resources, they'd be cutting them off. Because as you can see, this little tile, this little point goes all the way there. As you can see, I'm getting shot to pieces. Really getting destroyed. And keep in mind, this guy is lower than me. Once again, hate this side of the map. I don't like this map very much. I'm luckily able to get my MG into this building, which will provide a nice MG nest. I've got a mortar. I'm afraid he's going to garrison in one of these 2 buildings here. To be honest, my mortar's kind of unsupported right now. I mean, he could easily flank around and take out my mortar. And here's a great thing to do. I got my common engineer standing here also. A great thing to do with the grenadiers is having the MG42, because that'll shred conscripts, especially if you're back in C1 or 2. So we're kind of got to push back after our rapid advance all along this side. They now have a mortar, and surprisingly their mortar's doing a better job than mine. Mine's kind of focusing on around here. I threw a Molotov, but they're doing very well in dodging my mortar. My mortar might be hitting some of my own guys too. So my mortar's failing. So I'm doing really bad in this game at the beginning here. He's got a scout car up. Scout cars with an MG. Scout cars with a combat engineer squad with a flamethrower can sneak around MGs and do a lot of damage, and they're really great for countering early MGs. Maybe I should have gone for that. I'm getting a, I'm kind of trying to do something different. Instead of going right to the building that gets me the SU-76 and the SU-85s, I'm going right for this, to get the T-34s. I'm going to try the T-34s and see if they're garbage or not, because everyone says they are. I haven't played as the Soviets in a while, and we'll see how that goes for me. But what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to mess with the T-70. The T-70 is like 50 fuel, and I think I can break this stalemate with the T-70 by charging in all these guys because they don't have anti-tank yet. I am taking this. We are in a blizzard, so visibility is reduced. Just trying to keep the fuel off of them. Right now, it looks like we have a lot more infantry than they do, which is true. But theirs is a little bit more scattered. And look at this. These damn flame half-tracks. You know, they're not as bad as they used to be in earlier stages of the game in the betas. They're still pretty powerful, though. And my guys got pinned, and I gotta pull them out. And as you can see, I can't even see that. And it just pops out. I'm like, oh my gosh. So my whole front line, I have to retreat. And this MG's in deep trouble. So I gotta retreat, and he's probably gonna get burned alive. Anyway, I got a T-70 coming out early, and that will be a great thing to counter this half-track. I'm just gonna play conservative with the half-track, remembering that it's not a tank, it is a half-track after all. So anyway, the blizzard's passing again. I think I'm gonna do a cut here until we get some more action. So I'll see you when there's more action. Okay, the attack is about to begin. I got my T-70 up here and took out a grenadier squad. You can see the corpses of the grenadiers there. Even a Soviet from way concept a while ago. I do have to repair my my guys. I'm trying to get some smoke and put it on the VP to shield it from this MG that I know is there. And I'm gonna run my guys in there. Anyway, they have an anti-tank, literally right out of my fog of war. So they just moved it up just slightly to be able to take out my tank. So my attack's going in. The smoke did wear off, unfortunately. So we're getting suppressed. I do want to at least neutralize this point. Anyway, I'm bringing in the T-70. It's slightly damaged. Actually got hit by one hit from that guy. I'm worried there might be a Panzer IV up here or something. By the way, I haven't picked a doctrine yet. So I'm going to go take out this MG here. Throwing more smoke. Desperately trying to get my guys not pinned. Really just charging, desperate to kill some of the gunners. I do think it's fair the Germans got a four-man squad. So now we're pinned and not pinned anymore. So it went from pinned, suppressed to nothing. So I gotta pull this back again and repair it. T-70 is a pretty light tank. If you get a Panzerfaust, you can generally damage the units. And as you can see, their mortar is doing quite a nice job. You even repositioned it very nicely behind this building. So it's pretty much protected unless a direct hit lands on it. I did hoorah trying to maybe take those guys out, but it's not working. I'm getting my first T-34 out. Hopefully to tip the scale here. I'm using a very nice winter camo. I got the collector's edition of this game to get all the camos and stuff because I like that. I like camos. I can see about 10-minute mark, well, a little bit past 10-minute mark, and we got Panzer IVs rolling up. We don't have any. It was flame half-track. We moved it over here, and I told my ally about that. But he's so heavily entrenched here with the anti. It just felt really heavily entrenched on this side. As you can see, I'm trying to throw my Molotov. I got it. I'm really trying to get rid of these MGs. And with my T-70, I wiped them out. So we kind of broke the. I thought we broke the German defenses, but guess what? A lot more. My number one goal is to get rid of this anti-tank gun, which I did, which he might recrew here. In fact, he might be going. I moved my T-34 and I rammed this Panzer. He needed some help with it, so he asked me to ram it, so that's what I did. There's my track, as you can see, kind of flying around in the snow there. I thought he would get some engineers up there. That never actually happened. So that guy died, but we took out the pack. And they're shooting Panzer strikes at me, and it's just not very good. My tanks are heavily damaged, and I'm going to have to retreat from this fight. It's not good. I have to retreat back or get killed now. If he was really, he might actually just run to this anti-tank and blast me out of the sky. Not out of the sky, blast me. And Dimitri is complaining about the cold. I need to move my mortar up. I know there's an MG here. Surprisingly didn't man that. I know there's an MG up here, and I need to get my mortar on, start firing. And as soon as he sees the mortar going in, he's going to retreat. Anyway, as you can see, I am getting the Wehrmacht player Panzer IV completed, etc. Because I went for this, I think it's called combined armor. It gives me the radio intercepts, it gives me the T-85s, it gives me the IS-2, the strafing run, the auto repair. I forgot about the repair. I should have used that on that guy. I completely forgot. I didn't have it unlocked yet anyway, but I forgot my doctoral use there, and that was a mistake by me. Anyway, I'm like training a ton of engineers because, well, that's because they're invisible because of the snow. I mean, I only need to repair the T-34 over there, but I got a lot of armor here. He's getting his Panzer IV. He might choose to attack in the blizzard. That might be a good idea for him. Using the blizzard as cover, I'm going to try to run and stop this fuel. Right now they have both fuel points. I'm throwing smoke right on my guys. So I'm trying to use the smoke effectively, but it's just not working because they got a ton of troops here, and the smoke's not covering me enough. And we're getting destroyed by the flame half-track. How many kills does this thing have? 9. And my guy's only wiped out. Now, the reason I'm not retreating him is because I have my own half-track up here. I'm using that to reinforce my troops and make it because we're so far away. I'm using that to reinforce my guys because we're so far away from our main base. Anyway, really needs to be repaired. It's not getting repaired. I'm sending some of my own engineers there. Now he's got a Panzer IV, and I was like, oh my god, that's a Panzer IV. So I tried to pull back. And let's be honest, I have nothing to stop this. I'm trying to lead him into an ambush with my anti-tank guns, and I just miss it. I just missed it. We got right to here. So we're going to see that the T-76 is really no match for the Panzer IVs in this match. Anyway, I'm going to come back to you with some more action. I just want to quickly show you that this Stug is going to destroy my my tank. I couldn't get repaired in time and it was screwed. Okay, going back, waiting for more action.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina.
As you can see, I'm launching an attack on the victory point here. I've got my T-76 to support. I got my anti-tank. If he wanted, he could flank around here. He does have 2 Panzer IVs here, and I'm completely outclassed right now. Anyway, these guys are getting destroyed. This is my AT's facing the wrong way, so you should really turn around. This guy's anyway. I don't have a lot of fuel, so I'm blowing a second fuel point here. But I'm in dire. I'm going to be in real trouble if these guys actually advance out, which, as you can see, a nice little anti-infantry, anti-tank column here could destroy me. I'm running up the half-track to reinforce my guys. He's really sitting back. Like, I don't have really anything that could stop him. I got, what, 1 T-34 and an anti-tank gun?
Your orders, comrade.
Like I said in this match, I should have gotten some SUs, which I didn't. As you can see, these Panzer IVs absolutely destroy infantry, so they're very versatile. They can take out most targets, and they can also wipe out infantry pretty well. Not as fast as a flak Panzer, but they have the added benefit of being able to take out tanks. Still not doing an attack. I'm going to pull back my troops and kind of I recognize their Panzer IVs there, so I'm gonna pull back. I'll come back to you when they attack.
Requested units have arrived.
Okay, they're now attacking. That was a quick, quick cut out there. They didn't like my AT, and we got this stupid building in the way. I tried to advance up here, but they have an MG covering the road, and they don't like that, so they're gonna pull back. Anyway, see you in a little bit. Okay, well, my attack is now commenced. It turns out they had 3 Panzer IIIs. 3 Panzer IVs, Panzer Grenadiers with bazookas. I'm sorry, Panzer Shreks. And I'm in trouble. I got Panzer IVs. Our guns aren't penetrating their frontal armor very well. They're bouncing right off. So it looks like the 76mm gun isn't working very well. I've got to pull the division gun over. Anyway, I wasn't paying attention. I was focusing so much on my tanks that my conscripts got destroyed. So my attack failed there. The T-76 just sucks, to be honest. I'm so outclassed by these Panzer IVs of the T-76. I'm afraid to tech back to get some SUs, which is what I should have done. As you can see, the center's going pretty well for Agent Ninja Goat. He's handling his opponent pretty well, even though he has that Stug. We're going to get a Molotov on those engineers to stop them from repairing, but I'm telling you, the Stug is helping. He's using Hit the Dirt, which is very effective at, I mean, you get run over, but it's pretty effective at increasing their defense and making them so they can even take down Panzer Grenadiers. They have the SMGs. So my lines are falling again. Not looking too good for me right now. As you can see, the Germans are committing to another attack right into my field guns, and I got 3 T-34s. One of them was repairing, so we just took out that flame half-track, and it's my turn to counterattack now. I gotta move my field gun up, though. The great thing about having the half-track is I can reinforce. It actually looks like I'm backing off slightly. I'm gonna be backing off and turning my field gun, that's right. So their little attack kind of failed there. They lost their half-track there. Now the Soviets have the very nice anti-air package, but that is so good against infantry. Those calibers. I'm trying to go and kill these Panzer Grenadiers here. I'm running one over, but he's gonna retreat them. That's what I wanted. Now that guy's damaged by my gun, I should really send in my other tanks, which I'm doing right now, just surrounding and flanking the Panzer. But the problem is, we're leaving ourselves open to getting hit in the rear like that. He actually destroyed my tank, and this guy's still moving with the main gun destroyed. So I've lost 2 T-34-76s, just trying to take out this one Panzer IV, and I realized I'm about to lose another T-76, so I pulled it back slightly to lead these guys into an ambush with my anti-tank guns. I'm moving some conscripts to desperately try to man this gun, and if they keep chasing me, they can actually destroy me. But I've got to withdraw. I've got to pull all the way, like, way over here with my engineers to repair. Just have my ATs do the work. Yeah, they're destroying some of my mortars. They haven't done anything pretty much this game, to be honest. I'm like, oh my gosh, they keep coming. So I'm throwing an anti-tank grenade just to slow down their engine. They're gonna run away. But I just want to slow their engine or damage the engine so they'll go slower. I have plenty of munitions right now. I want to strafe some of these areas. But guess what? When they try to retreat, I just hit that one. This one's engine damage. I can turn my guns on them. So that one's hitting them there, and then this one's hitting them over here. So if I pull up my half-track, I can reinforce these. So he's pretty much lost all of his Panzer IVs at this moment, except for this one. He's about to get destroyed because it says rear armor exposed to two of those guys. I don't know why he didn't bring these guys up to support earlier. He had plenty of infantry not supporting his guys. So I'm trying to withdraw because artillery's coming in. Because they're both veterans E2, just trying to pull them back. I don't really have a lot to spare, so I'm trying to reinforce. Those guys got shot to pieces. These guys were luckily over here. His own artillery slowed him down there, but then look at that. I called my own little strafing run on there. I mean, it's 240 munitions, but I just like wiped out a full squad here, and then I wiped out a almost a grenadier squad. So let's look at the center here. It's going back and forth. Right now, look at my side. It's so heavily fortified. He's got MGs, he's got anti-tank, he's building a bunker, he's got tanks. And what do I have? Not a whole lot. We're still strafing this area. If you can get that, like, if you can call out a bunch of German troops, it would just destroy them. They're packed up. He's really going after this too, so he's really using his Su-85 as well. As you can see, I can hear they're having new Panzer IVs. I wonder how much fuel these guys are getting. Same as us, 32. This guy went Jaeger infantry. I think, yeah, that's Jaeger infantry. This is infantry. Yeah, I think that's Jaeger infantry. This guy went, what's it called? It's not a Panzer. It's like Panzer Tactician or something. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've, I don't really know the doctrine names all that well. I know which ones I like. I don't know the names though. So yeah, this is the mortar half track, which I hate. They have the smoke. Smoke is very effective with the tanks. So I'm doing another kind of rapid attack, and I'm just like, oh, gotta pull back. He's got AT guys in the bunker, and he's also got his PaK 40. And they got me from that range, and they can't really even see that well. And my darn airplane didn't do anything. So in case this Panzer IV wants to come play, I got my my bedded up crew here. I replaced them with the half tracks. This half track's done quite a lot of work for me. Just replenishing the troops around here, making it so I don't have to really have issues. I think he moved. My plane's not strafing as well. Anyway, I'll come back to you after the blizzard when we have some more action. That's a good point right now. I just wanted to come back. My T-34 was abandoned. It got destroyed when I tried to ram a German tank. Always destroy your tanks. Don't let them fall in the hands of the enemy. He's kind of fed up with my field guns here, and he's finding a flanking route. Just got the quad mount, so now I'll do quite a lot of damage. Anyway, he called light artillery on these. The guys have destroyed my guns and killed everyone. So that was a very effective strike by him, and now his Oswin's coming in. And I don't have anything to stop this Oswin. I did shoot down the recon plane though, so I gotta pull back. And I'll come back to you when there's more action. And it looks like we have another advance with the Oswin. So I might have to withdraw my guys. As you can see, the Oswin has great splash damage. I was gonna bring this up to support my guys, but I can't. I just gotta pull back. Looks like my quad mount's doing some damage to the Oswin. So I should have realized with the amount of fuel. By the way, the reason I'm having all this fuel is I'm trying to get the T-34-85s, which will do a lot better against these Panzer IVs. So we're just about ready. I saved a lot of manpower just for this. Let's wait till I get them out here. They're gonna destroy my fuel cache, unfortunately. Getting some more field guns and calling a Storm Armorvik out there. Stormorvik attack, and I just completely wiped out those guys. Also, they did strafe heavily. They heavily damaged that guy. Heavily damaged this Oswin. So you guys can know that the Stormorvik can actually really heavily damage the Oswin. So guess who's coming? My T-85s. It's been a while since I used these tanks. I do like them. They're a hell of a lot better than the T-34s. Anyway, this is what I waited for the big action now. As you can see, they don't have anything to stop me. They turn their Panzer right, its back, rear armor right towards me. So we're going to move in, and my guys will ever shoot. Oh, they're at half speed, that explains it. So main gun destroyed, just desperately trying to stop those guys. They're using, what the? Let me just double check what they just used here. They're using tactical movement to try to make their guys go faster. I pretty much charged right into all these guys, and I forgot there was a PaK there, so I am going to lose this gun here. Desperately trying to get him out of there, but he decides to turn at the last second, just not back up, and he's going to still be in range. And I lost another T-84-85, so I've lost like what, 6 or 7 or 8 T-34s, and now I just lost a T-85. Not good. I'm going to man my heavy gun here, at least attempt to man it. We're getting heavily suppressed by this one MG. It's really quite annoying, because I don't feel like I can really do a lot against this. And as you can see, the center has fallen. This Veterans E3 Stug has done a hell of a lot of work, killing a lot of infantry. He's using the Stugs to kind of combat the SUs, which is not a bad idea, to be honest. But if they're using Panzer IVs or whatever, it'd be good. I'm going right for this this pack here with my quad mounts. I'm just not gonna let this guy have the time of day. So as you can see, we're going around very anti-infantry. You know, can shoot down tanks or whatever, but it's just destroying this gun here. So there goes the gun. We completely destroyed everyone in there. I'm going to pull back and not push my luck, because I have a feeling a Panzer IV is coming, and indeed there is one coming. So I got to pull back here. I'm going to pull back to the road and retreat. This is the TI-85. I almost call it TI-85. That's a calculator. T-34-85 is coming in, and it's going to destroy this bunker. So when a bunker is heavily damaged, your guys die inside. It almost seemed like we got shocked there by something. So I put my of course I put my rear armor back to that Panzer IV. I'm just desperately trying to get out of here. I don't want to lose another T-85, T-34-85s, and I don't have anything that can support. I got a field gun coming up. The maneuverability of this is really quite annoying. I can't just run over the wreck, and the pathfinding is a little poor. Anyway, I'm gonna have this kind of kill the engineers. I'm throwing these guys in front to try to hit it with the tank. I'm turning my tank around, but it's too late. It just went out of control. And I'm not even going to be able to get this Panzer IV. Actually, just a bit. It just got abandoned. If I have some conscripts, I can hopefully try to man that. And guess what? I am going to try to man that. I'm also taking a lot of their heavy guns. I want to get rid of their packs and stuff. Well, I'm attempting to man it, but then this stupid MG's there. I managed to get some of my guys in. I'm gonna pull it back. It's heavily damaged. It's practically destroyed. Oddly enough, it doesn't have any immobility, or the crew just got like destroyed when it got hit by the field gun. So I'm gonna move it back to here in protection of the field guns. I shouldn't have. Those guys were pinned, I think, so I couldn't bring them back. I'm pulling back the engineer, and I'm gonna put him right next to the half track so I can repair my tank. I finally have a Panzer IV, which makes me extremely happy. He's not pulling out with a Stug. As you can see, the center is falling. We're losing 3. We're down to like 3 victory points. Oh, look, let's hit the dirt. Very powerful, especially the Veterans E3 conscripts. So I mean, as you can see, they're doing quite well against those guys. So I'm kind of keeping my guys around here, and they're repairing. Need to build a fire before they freeze to death, though. And I got 3 anti-tank guns, so I kind of say come at me, but I really need to advance. Now that they're warmed by the fire, they can start repairing. And I'm also upgrading the crew there with an MG42 at the top, so the turret will actually be active here. We'll have a soldier. Anyway, I'll come back to you after the blizzard. Okay, I'm starting to build up a new defensive line around the victory point. I managed to capture it by having my half-track clear out the MG. As you can see, there's the MG gunners and his guns. He tried to retreat. Anyway, I want these Stugs to come up here. I managed to upgrade these guys, but we have a slight problem. They're using the Gewehr 43s, I think. Very deadly. But guess what? I have my quads. Quad 50 cals. Meat chopper. So that's going to start putting some serious damage. I am going to lose this crew. I'm trying to like flank these guys and kind of bring some of my guys over. They're getting destroyed by the Panzer IV. And they're probably going to get wiped out. They're just kind of scouting to see what they had. So I'm going to pull a lot of my guys up. Anyway, with the amount of guys that are here, my quad half-track's been doing a decent amount of work. So there's time to attack, and I'm really trying to focus on the Panzer IV here. but my guns are focusing on the Stug. And the Stug doesn't have a turret to keep that in mind, it's like an SU. And look at that pathfinding. It put its rear armor right towards that Stug. And look who it is, it's our favorite Panzer Grenadiers. I really don't want to lose this, so I'm going to run away from the Panzer Grenadiers. I'm just going to try to spin this circle. I can't lose my Panzer IV, it's too valuable right now. And my crew got killed. And oddly enough, they jumped in the tank with 3 guys in their squad. He doesn't know, I guess he didn't know that was the minimum amount to man it. So that was a very stupid move of him, honestly, to jump in the tank. Because, one, you put 120 munitions into those guys. Those are some of the best units the Germans have for infantry. Those are actually the best units the Germans have for infantry, the Panzer Grenadiers. And he just lost the Stug, which is going to be mine anyway. So I'm desperately trying to pull up some Grenadiers. I realize this just has an injured gunner, so this Panzer IV survived quite a lot, so I gotta pull it back up here and try to repair. Anyway, my mortar is actually doing a little bit of work, mostly for actually, I guess to kill a vehicle. Anyway, I lost my Quai, I wasn't really paying attention on that side. So we've lost most of our heavy vehicles. I'm still not in too bad a shape, but this, these Stugs are really hurting him right now. So our main goal is just to hold the VPs at this point. We gotta hold them. We have the better infantry, and I think we can hold out. I gotta really hold on to my side, though. That's it. It's very important. I missed my half track, but I don't have enough. I don't want to spend more resources on getting another half track, even though it's 30 fuel. But I need to keep getting some more tanks out here. And my mortar's freezing to death, even though we're like not in a blizzard. So if they just brought in more Panzer IVs, which they're doing right now, and just focused right on the VPs and stuff, they could actually do a lot of damage. As you can see, those Jaeger infantry with the units are very good. Looks like he brought up a scout car without anyone in it. So he's now taking the field. He's going for their cutoff. He's trying to cut them off the field, which is a good idea, which he just did. But he did get wiped out, so he lost the guard infantry squad there. Just a little bit of lull in the fighting right now, so I'll come back to when there is some more action. Okay, we now have some action. They moved up a Panzer IV, and they're kind of doing a mini assault force here, and my T-34 is just buying time for my Panzer IV to get repaired here.
You need something demolished?
I've got the anti-tank guns here and stuff that can do a lot of work. Anyway, it looks like he's trying to flank me. He did destroy my fuel cache here, which isn't very good. He's bringing up these guys, but it's the range, you know. They're much more effective against the SUs that can't maneuver as well, but they're pretty deadly against the armor. My problem in this game is I was floating a lot of resources. I just wasn't really sure what to make. I really should have gone early for the SUs, and that was a mistake by me, and I definitely acknowledge that. We have a Panzer IV force from the guy in the middle. He's feeling rather confident. He's going to kill my infantry. Luckily, I had 2 guys repairing it. So I not only turned around my field guns and my SUs, I'm sorry, my T-34, but I got my Panzer IV here that they're getting shot by. And there's a Veterans E3 gun I just lost, which isn't good. They're doing a lot of damage, but they got their backs to us now, and I'm not going to stop. I got to destroy these guys. They're using smoke. It's rather smart, but I'm at least going to take out the Osman. And look, my guy managed to snipe through the Osman and take out that Panzer force. That was pretty devastating. I'm just going to keep going. I really am. I just want to get rid of that Panzer IV there. I'm also a Veterans C1, and I have the T-7060 support. But they have their a lot of anti-tanks here, so I'm about to lose my Panzer force I just did, which is quite devastating. I'm going to ram and just try to kill that, which I did, so I just lost both my tanks in a couple seconds. As you can see, he's doing a lot of flanking maneuvers along the ice and just pretty much holding the, trying to hold the victory points. It seems like they're more focused on the armor and just killing a lot of the guys. But he's just, you know, mass conscript tactics, sneaking around, trying to take the victory points. Because right now we're getting killed. I mean, there's no question. I managed to steal their I had with myself trying to steal the Panzer Faust truck there. I'm trying to go for their fuel point because I know it's here on the map now. But he just told me to withdraw because, I mean, these guys are going to die and they're getting, looks like they got a Gewehr 43, and I'm just going to barely get my guys out of there. They have a sliver of health. The guy who was holding the Panzer truck didn't drop it, which is good. So now they're trying to recapture this whole center. Their infantry's rather beat up. If they had a half-track or something, they could actually replenish a lot of these guys. So they have a lot of infantry right now around this victory point, but as you can see, we're holding 2 right now. And now we're just kind of sneaking around. Well, most like he's really doing a lot of the harassing and sneaking around with his troops. But I mean, the Germans are have heavily wounded troops. They have a half-track around here? Yeah, they do. They should start, I think that's what they're doing right now. I think they're bringing out, replenishing their troops here. It almost seems like my opponent here gave up on this side. I don't have anything left. Like, let's see what I have. I have 2 Pioneer squads and a mortar. So he's asking for my help now, which, I mean, I should have been helping him earlier, but I was having so much trouble on my side. Our only goal right now should be to try to hold these victory points and bring them down, because we're getting killed by the German late game. I have no idea why these guys didn't go for they could have easily gone for the Tiger and it would have been game over. I don't know, they didn't. They're kind of winning, but they don't know what to use with, what to do with it. You know, they're killing infantry, but they're not pushing their advantage. Also, there's so much infantry just running around everywhere, decapping points and stuff.
Requested units have arrived. That took too long, comrades. Next time we must be faster.
You guys are building a fire for yourself. I don't think it really mattered. So all he's got here is pretty much, we don't have anything on this side, so he's not supporting his ally over here, I don't think, at all with any infantry. He's getting a Stug now. Maybe he sees how effective the Stug is doing on his side, so he's going to do that. Anyway, I'm going to come back to you after the blizzard when there's some more fighting. So I'm doing an assault down here in the south, trying to go after some, really see what they have. My country's going to get wiped out. Meanwhile, I have my, I saw they had an anti-tank gun out of position there, and I'm going right after the Stug here. I just really want to take out their armor here. Anyway, as you can see, it's 143, so we're barely winning on VP score. And I hate how our armor is just like, our guns are just bouncing off them. Anyway, my T-34 just ran over 2 Panzer Grenadiers who are now running for their lives. I've also got my guys with their Panzer Shreks up here, but we're just getting shredded by a lot of German infantry. Once again, I just ran over 2 more Panzer Grenadiers and another one, so I'm just really using the run over guys here. I wish these guys had like a blitzkrieg on them. Secure mode. Shift to take the secure mode allows you to, I guess we can't look at that now. He's got a Katusha back here and he's kind of shooting into this area. So once again, I've lost everything on this side pretty much. I took their anti-tank gun. It's not going to mean a lot, but I might as well move it back up here to cover this area. I've also got my mortar, who should have been supporting a little bit. So we're firmly in control of the victory points right now. But we're sacrificing infantry. We're really just trying to sneak in some infantry and hold victory points. Look at hit the dirt here. Even conscripts can hold these guys and hit the dirt. So, I mean, if we just hold 2 of the victory points, our victory points are going to keep going down. Doesn't seem like they have enough infantry to stop us. They really need some. They should be using their Panzer force conservatively just to hold this area. You know, an MG or 2 going down this point, we would have been done for right now. But they don't seem to have enough infantry to hold us from doing these harassing moves here. I desperately tried to pick up the Panzer Shrek, but got destroyed by the Stug. So I agree, T-3476s kind of suck. Now that I use them, I would like to see an IS-1. You know, they have the IS-2. I'm pretty sure there's an IS-1. Joseph Stalin, one version of that tank the Soviets could get, because all they have in the late game are Su-85s, and they can get that in the beginning also. So the German army gets a lot better. They go from Stugs to Panzer IVs to Panthers, and they can get some Tigers and stuff. So this is kind of weird. They pull up here, right, with their Stug, and they're actually going to shoot the Katusha. Right? It's kind of sliding on the ice a little bit. And it's going to go in there and take a shot at the Katusha. He doesn't kill anything yet. Gets abandoned, right? He doesn't do anything about it. He just pulls back. Calls a recon run. Anyway, I'm just like Veteran Z3 guys, very hard to suppress. Gotta keep maneuvering my machine gun here. He needs help in the center here, so I gotta really get some more guys over here. That's what I'm planning to do. I'm starting to send some more troops over. I'm sending some engineers, just kind of people I don't need because they don't have any real tanks anymore. Just to at least neutralize these points. So we're kind of like feeding guys into the slaughter here. Luckily the Katusha wiped out a ton of these guys. He was able to reman it after they did that. I got another T-34, so we're going to neutralize this point at least and stop the ticker or whatever from coming down. But look at the mortar. So I see a mortar like is destroying my guys. It's the mortar half-track, so I'm just going to run in circles. Then we have the Panzer Grenadier, so I just run out of his line of sight. I could probably kill that Panzer Grenadier, to be honest. He's like no health. I wonder where their half-track is right here. Why don't you reinforce your guys? Doesn't make any sense. Once again, I'm floating a lot of manpower. Those guys are wiped out, but I took them. I took out a lot of their guys there. Just as they take that point back, we have a huge infantry force coming in to take out this point here. So you can see what we're doing. We're really harassing the victory points here. And just make it so, you know what, they may have their tanks, right? They may have the tank advantage, they may be destroying us, but we got the infantry advantage right now, and we can take the victory points. That's more valuable right now, because it's called VP, it's not called Annihilation. Anyway, my tank ran something, and got destroyed in Sable. Typical. Do you hear that? The water's refreezing. On this map, if you like put a hole right here with the Katusha, and then the thing comes, the blizzard is gonna refreeze it. We're also making like no fuel, which is really bad. He shouldn't have his guys this bunched up with the mortar half track, but either way, we're holding 2 victory points right now. I honestly don't know what the Germans are doing. I mean, they should have more energy. They should really try to protect us. And guess what? My anti-tank is sneaking in. And guess what doesn't suffer with the blizzard? And we're going to take out that half-track if our guys can hit the broadside of a barn. Oh, I just hit space. That's kind of cool. I guess that's how you follow units. So we destroyed the German half-track, and we are capturing this victory point. So now down to 75 points to 107. It seems like they're just not controlling their infantry very well. And these are just going to run up on me and destroy my my tank gun. That doesn't really matter. As long as we have 2 victory points and nothing, it's fine. My tank got destroyed in the south here. They're really pushing up again on our base. We just got an SU here. That got destroyed this time instead of abandoned. And I mean, the tank's just like running past him. I don't know what the tank's doing. Maybe he's trying to get him to turn for the Veteran Z3 Stug. That must be what he's doing. So he's going to lose his SU here, but he's going to take out the Stug, hopefully. And I gotta say, the Stugs look awesome in their upgrade. Look at that, looks sweet. So they're starting to take this point back, but once again, the infantry's pretty beat up. And I'm just sending engineers. They're just getting destroyed. Well, we got 2 out of 3 of them. But guess what? I got a tank coming. They have no anti-tank over here. It's kind of sliding on the ice a little bit. So with this tank here, I can do a decent amount of damage. I gotta be careful because of the Stug there. I just ran over 2 more of the guys. So it seems like my tanks are running over more of the guys than they're actually killing. So I got my conscripts here taking this over. Look at my tanks sliding all around. Really just trying to get all 3. They do have a Panther out now. A little late for a Panther, I have to say. When they had all those tanks, should just push our base and start destroying some buildings. But they were content to just stay there. And we're still capturing this. He's got hit the dirt. I'm just going to try to ram my tank into the Panzer IV. That'll at least neutralize it for the last couple seconds of this game. So we got destroyed by infantry. We got destroyed by their tanks. Our infantry were getting destroyed, but we were able to hold the VPs with our massive infantry sacrifices. And as you can see, you know, they can kick your butt, right? But as if they don't have the infantry to back it up, you know, that's it. I don't think it goes to results screen. So leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Give some suggestions want to see next. I have another video about a really good early game strategy of rushing with the Soviets. It's like a 10-15 minute video, just the raw video file itself, so I'll show that shortly. Anyway, Conti 217 enjoyed.